Okay, day 4 working on Ghostbusters. Here's the drum part. Gonna jump into this fill. Really trying to work today on just getting everything a little bit faster. Got some sections up to full speed. If you guys want access to this sheet music or want to support more video content like this, become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com. So this little drum fill leading into the first verse, 1 E and up. So one thing I didn't do the other day that I think I got to start doing is keeping where I hit. Like I got up to 94 on this section. So let's just put that right here. This is my warm up for right now. So we're just going to start a nice little like slow pace and just focus on getting the hands, watching excess movement, accent, stuff like that. And then as soon as I start feeling confident, add the foot back in. So we need to play that a little cleaner with the metronome, but let's still speed it up. There was some good stuff there. Lost a little bit of focus, but pull back together. Faster. Sometimes it's my foot that's lagging on these 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2. Faster. You know, you got to mix it how you want to. You know, I'm trying to go for speed right now, so I'm fine. Like, all right, I'm 30 seconds on that, 45 seconds on that. Move on, move on, move on. Don't have to spin forever on it. If I start noticing like stuff gets sloppy, then I'll either slow down or just spend more time on it. 1, 2. So you even heard on that. First one I rushed that 4. So if I can use my kick as my guide and try to talk while I play. And then just let the hands go over top. Some good, some bad. I like that kick idea though. Like just keeps me more solid. Solid. Trying not to be sloppy on that though. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. And I flam a lot coming in on 1 on the next measure, or the same measure, but the next time around. So, quite often I catch myself rushing these eighth notes on the kick and ending up on 4 a little earlier than which, makes me play the next part out of time. All right, 90. It's all about control. And control's hard to find at a faster tempo. So, I might get up to, I want to beat 94 a minute. That's a couple smooth ones at 94. I'd be happy. Now, the thing that I got to point out for myself and for anyone watching, I'm not rushing when I do hands by themselves, feet by themselves. So, like it checks off something in your rhythm, right? Like, I know my rhythm's good enough. I'm not a great player. You probably have noticed that. I know my rhythm's good enough to play each separately. It's putting them together, having to hold that rhythm and timing. So, right now, I'm treating this as an exercise. I don't give a shit about the song right now. I just want to work on getting this groove down. This groove is going to show up in other songs. It's going to show up in my playing. Just playing with the metronome, even if it's shitty for one day, it's okay. Just lean into that. A couple good ones. Let's keep going faster. Let's beat our low speed, our high speed, our mark. Feet. Sloppy, but like I'm gonna give myself a pass on that because we beat my last speed. So let's go to 100 and see how it goes, and then we're gonna move on to a different section, work that idea, come back to this idea before my session's over. That one didn't work out for me. So you just hear how sloppy I am on those eighth notes. And that time, like the 16th notes were almost like triplets. I was going through so fast. All right, we're gonna go to 105, and then we're gonna leave this idea. Now, 100 was kind of crap, right? Excuse me. It's okay. 94 the other day was crap. Now 94 is okay. 94 sounds a little bit more smooth. Smooth is the right way to say it, even too. You don't hear any of this. It was more. Smooth. That's exactly the word that I was using. So it's more smooth than not. 100, 105 just sounds like I'm just throwing drumsticks down a hallway, down a stairway. We're going to try this. It's going to be bad, but then we'll know it's bad. Like I said, bad. All right, we're going to back that down to 95. I think 95 was the last good one. And then when I jump back into that part, start at 95, not at that 105 that was sloppy. All right, so here's the basic beat of the song. The other day I got this up to full speed. Let's just revisit it. That is not the drum beat. All right, so let's warm up with that at 100. Kind of give myself a little bit of a break. Pretty repetitive. Let's go to 107. Then we're going to leave this idea. Big thing that I notice a little bit Between the snare and the kick, I'm getting a little bit of a flam. I'm not 100% connecting. Like that really bad one you just heard where it's almost... Let's go to the next idea. So again, a lot of these are getting up to full speed already. 1 and 2, which you would hope after day 4, but you know, just depending on my skill set and your skill set, it could take longer. Okay. Let's jump into this at 90. We go up to 100. That's it. Again, I don't need to spend too much time on this right now. I mean, I could get up to 115, which is probably what I should be doing. But just getting these other ideas, I don't know, faster. I was surprised I got this chorus section up to 104 the other day. That's pretty good for me. Let's save that because it might not happen again. And it's just, I have to remember this beat, so we're going to slow it down to like 70. All right, so here's what we got going on. We got this 3 and, so we're open-handed, right? We were playing this beat. Even that, like I've taught enough songs that have had that similar idea. There's an Imagine Dragons song that a lot of kids like to learn, so that has helped me get used to that. There's a harder song, Don't Stop Believing, does a lot of that, kind of open-handed moving across the kit. Good songs to like look at to reinforce this idea. So I've done it enough, that doesn't mean I'm good at it. And then that 4E, where I'm surprised that I got to 104 is that fast double with my hand. I don't have the best hands on drums yet. Working on it. It's 4E and. So 1 and 2 and. All right, start that at 70 and see how it goes. 4 and 1. And So I'm continually rushing those 16th notes at the end. So I'm trying to hear that rhythm. I'm only rushing it when I'm playing it. Only when I'm playing it. If I do this on the hi-hat, that rhythm's fine for me. That's better. Little rush there. 2 and 3 and 3 and 1 and 2 and... All right, well, that idea is in my head. Oh, this one's the easier one of the two. Nice. Let's do this at 70. We'll start this one at 80. Then we'll pump the other one up. Again, like, even in lessons, I try to do this where I'm like, all right, here's 4 or 5 minutes on this idea. If I have I was going to say the right student. The student likes to learn the way that I like to teach. It's not everybody, and that's totally fine and cool. It is, choose my words right. Oftentimes, if I am teaching somebody who likes to do loop practice, kind of like I like to do, we get a shit ton done. And it doesn't mean that in my other lessons we don't, but this is the way that I like to practice, and I see results from it. So that's why I recommend, like, to coach a student to get him to play the same way. It's my ramble. So the only difference is we don't have to do that. On there, we get to play 3 and 4 and... That one's just much easier for me. Let's go to 90. That one's fun. They're both really fun. This one's just a little bit more challenging. We'll try 80 on this. See if I can keep up. I don't want to go too fast where I lose the idea of the technique that I'm trying to like implement into my playing, because I'm not a strong enough player yet where that technique's natural. These faster tempos push me and I get sloppy. I don't want to just do sloppy over and over again. Fine on that earlier section to do that, because, you know, like, we're embracing the slop. So what I love is that breath before one comes, because I'm rushing this so badly. Right? 4 and and then 1. So listen for that. It's a good ear thing for you to develop, like to hear where I'm rushing those beats, and then for me to fix it and you to be more aware of it, especially in your own playing. That one was okay. That one I don't know. Let's we'll hit 90. See if I can keep it together. I was doing good, and then I thought about my leg. we'll jump to this one. We'll just keep it fresh. Let's go up to 100. 104 is the score to beat. Also, if you can gamify your practice, you'll practice for longer. It is nice that there's the 2 kicks on there. It just feels more natural, especially because that other section has those 2 kicks in. Or I don't know. It just, you end up playing that more, and it just becomes natural. Okay, let's try 110, which would beat my high score. It's awesome. And 5 away from full speed if I can play it. So, rushing now, but I like that kick idea again to center my rhythm. If I can trust my leg to keep time, everyone else is just hanging out. Sweet. Let's go to full speed. Then I can start putting like the chorus together, which would be awesome. I did miss the kick on that last one, but everything else was good. Let's go 98. Here's the nice thing. We just reinforced that rhythmic idea, right? On that other one. It's the same idea. You just got to lay the right rhythm in. Or the right sticking in, I should say. Not correct, but that. So it was like, oh man, you just used the right sticking. I totally went to not the right way to do that. All right, let's try that again. Let's hit 104. See if I can go over that. Let's hit one. I was going to say 1010. Wheels are coming off. All right. Let's do 115. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, though, I'm thinking ahead, is start at like 90 again, really make sure that my dynamics are set. I'm not tensing up as I'm playing because these faster tempos are causing me to tense up a little bit. And then try to push this tempo to like 120, 125. Then I know I'm in great shape. Then it'll be easy to put together. More easy to put together. Jamal, so if you become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com, pay the $9.99. We'll write the first tab for you. So if you have a song that you can't find the sheet music for, just sign up for our monthly membership. It's a one-time fee. You can cancel after that month, but we'll still write the song for you. You get it for free, and you get 9 other tabs with that. So check us out. And in the description, bro, is my email, too, if you have other questions. You can ask him there. What song are you looking for? All right, here's 115. Or did you mean a video, my guy? Do you mean record? What do you mean? Happy with that. Now, this is the part of the practice where actually we're going to learn something new. I drag my feet on finalizing stuff that's new, but so this is the same that we already, actually that is the exact same measure. I thought it repeated this. So this is the one different drum fill, I think, in the chorus. And there's this one, which I'm not too concerned about that. There's just 16th notes throughout. We should start working on it though. And working on this one with the flam idea. I don't know, sometimes music just intimidates me. If I see this flam, I'm like, oh shit. Like it's not that big of a deal. He's just putting a flam. Jamal, I don't know if you want me to record. Dude, send me, link up with me. I'll do something for you. I'm not going to charge you because I don't think I'm the best drummer, but if you want me to jam on a track for you, I'll gladly do that and have some fun. So I'd be up for that. Love to hear the style, love to hear what's going on right now. My jamming fees are free, and maybe you get some ideas from it. We could program something to it too. So my next 2 months, though, I'm super busy. But let's start dialoguing. That's what they call chatting in the industry, dialoguing. Okay, so let's see what's the same and see what's different. What I think is interesting too is we have this flam, and then right away we're getting back to a hi-hat and a. Oh, all right. Again, I'm hesitating because it's new. Just fucking bite the bullet, learn how to play this, and you'll get it up to speed. I kind of proved to myself and to you guys, hopefully, that in 4 days you can get a lot accomplished. I'm a mid-level drummer at that right now, which is why when Jamal asked me to record, I'm like, I'll do it. I'm a better guitarist than I am a drummer. I owned a music studio for multiple years. It doesn't mean I'm good. Okay, so 115 is completely the wrong idea. Let's try 66 because it's a number. Flam on 3. So we got 1 and 2 and carry over, right? 3. Again, why am I intimidated by a flam? Maybe, I don't know. 3. I don't have a reason for you. 3 and. It's interesting, right? We're going to flam and. Kick drums following that pattern from before. That's really nice. And then we end with a, oh shit, and. Thomas, it's been a long time since we've chatted. How you been, my guy? How is your guitar journey going? Another thing we say in the industry, guitar journey. So it's interesting. We're going 3 and 4. So there's enough ideas that carry over from what we just learned, right? So it's going to help us kind of transfer the idea. It's not going to make the idea perfect, but it'll get it going. I'm freezing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and. All right. Let's see how fast 66 is. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, flam, and 4E, and 1. Dude, sweet, my guy. What's the newest song you've been learning, Thomas? Two and 3 and 4 and I can tell this is gonna be really fun to play when I get to full speed. I can also tell it just the mechanics of moving around. So we're gonna play it a couple times without metronome, kind of get the idea going. Coming back to that snare gets me a little bit. At home, if you have a drum set, try this. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's just causes me to think a lot. But I'll check it out. Saskatchewan. That's a really hard word for me to pronounce. 3 and 4 and. Sometimes when I use metronome, I'm more using it as a guide than being like, oh shit, I need to play perfectly in time. Because I know I'm a little bit everywhere, really focusing on just moving, playing the right beat. And then with that, as I gain confidence and understanding of this, we'll slow it back down tomorrow, probably around 70 to start with. It'll be easier. And then I can really work on playing it tight. Because right now it's wonky. 3 and 4 and. So even though I'm not playing that well, actually we're going to do this. We're going to pause this idea. We're going to play these 16th notes here and then come back to that. Let some of that stuff filter in and settle in, hopefully, like sediment. So we got this 3E and 3E and now I got to watch my kick drums. 4 and 1, 2. Three and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hear me rushing the hell out of that, but we'll get it. And 4E and so hear how much slower those 16th notes have to be to actually be in time versus me just trying to rush through them. 1 and 2 and. would say 50% of the time I'm not playing that well. But it's a consistent 50% of the time. Now, this in my mind is easier to play than those other ones, and you can hear me just struggling. Probably because I'm losing focus a little bit, you know. Let's go back to this other beat. You know, be okay with a brain drain on some of your practice. If you notice in your own practice, maybe I'm talking too much, but I got to say something. Choose when you want to embrace brain drain. Right now, I was like, man, that's not getting any better. You start getting in your own head, and you're just like, don't need to fucking just run that into the grave. Though it is Halloween, so it's an apt time for grave running. All right, let's see if we can speed this up, and then we're going to call it. 3 and 4 and. And that's the point, right? It's much smoother, more relaxed than it was before. So now we can speed it up. The alternative would be me just like bearing down and starting that from 70 when we first started looking at this and just playing it over and over again, thinking it's going to get better. Now take a little break, come back to it. The most ideal situation ever. And as soon as we get more members at musicbythemeasurespro.com, this will happen. I'll play everything twice a day, and it'll take 2 days to learn a song, if that. And it's the same for you guys, too. If you're out there learning any instrument, I've seen it with my students, the ones who dedicate themselves 2 a days, understanding fundamentals, understanding basics, you just do it. You do it over and over again. You get good really quickly. Let's go 82. Feeling good about that. Let's go 88. All right, 94. Now, if you guys are watching, comment below. Are you guys learning the song? Are you just checking us out on YouTube because you're scrolling, which is totally legit and fine? Be interested to know that people that can actually like utilize this, things that I could do better. I know there's playing drums. Actually, no, I don't want to know what I can do better. Playing drums first is the foremost thing that I need to work on improving. And these do help. I feel like I walk away from every session I do with these and it's like a 1.2 gain versus a 1 gain. At home practice, which is great. You should be doing that. But live practice like this forces you to just think. All right, let's do 100. So it's starting to fall apart, right? All right, got 1 out of 100 that I'm happy with, so we'll call that good. Sweet. So that's it for practice for today. I have some lessons to teach. Don't have time to do another live, but check us out, musicbythemeasurespro.com. Guys, we have the sheet music as a resource. Become a member for $9.99 a month. Get 10 pieces of sheet music, whatever instrument be, guitar, bass, drums, piano, and helps to support us to make more videos like this. All right, thank you guys, and have a good rest of your day.